Hebrews 11:1. Faith is the confidence that what we hope for will actually happen. It gives us assurance about the things we cannot see. I was recently praying and thinking about faith and all that it encompasses. Faith is a word that is so easy to say, but at the same time can also be challenging to walk. I began to ask the Lord, how do I apply this to my life? I wish I could tell you that I had an instant answer, but I didn't. However, over the course of a couple weeks, verses began to speak to me. While reading my Bible, I came across the story of the Roman centurion with the sick servant. In this story, Jesus turns to the crowd following him and says, "I tell you, I've never seen faith like this in all Israel." I began to ask myself, what was it that led the soldier to having such great faith? As a military officer, the centurion knew authority because he not only had authority, but also had to submit to it. He also knew that God had put all things under the authority of Christ, and that Jesus just needed to say the word and his servant would be healed. It was about this time that I recalled the story of Peter walking on the water. While speaking to Jesus, Peter said, "Tell me to come." My first thought was that it's pretty bold to tell Jesus to tell me anything. But the more I thought about it, Peter knew the same thing the centurion did. He understood the authority was not in the words, it was in the one who spoke it. Once spoken, Peter only needed to believe it to receive it. It was only when Peter began to focus on the facts around him, rather than the truth that was in front of him, that he became afraid and began to sink. Jesus, thank you for never leaving us or forsaking us. Thank you for always remaining faithful, even in the middle of life's greatest storms. Help us to not only speak your truth, but to also walk in it. Thank you in advance for every victory that we are believing in, but still can't see. We love you, Lord. Amen. Perhaps this devotion spoke to you today. Maybe you're in one of life's storms. Maybe you've seen a lot of things, but you've never really believed. If that's you, we'd be honored to pray with you today. We would like to invite you to pray with us now. Father, I believe in you, and I believe that you sent your Son Jesus to die on the cross for me. I surrender, and right now I come to you in faith, Lord, believing in your Son, Jesus Christ. I need your help. I surrender, and I ask you to be Lord of my life. Help me become the person that you created me to be. It's in your mighty name, Lord, that I pray. Amen.
We're honored you've taken the time to listen to this month's devotion. To read or listen to other devotions, please visit us online at b2babministries.org. That's B, the number 2, BAB, ministries.org. And remember, you are blessed to be a blessing.